The 8X, it's pretty plain, nothing really crazy about it. The first layer is this film here on top, which covers it, and this box is exclusive to the Verizon model. So once you open this guy up, the first thing you will see is the HTC 8X. I got this phone in black. You just pop it right out of there, and then here is the SIM removal tray with the HTC logo engraved in it, and some quick start guides and warranty stuff. There's also a holder in there where the SIM card was before it was put into the phone. That thing. So that's what that thing is. And then underneath here is the cables and charging. It's using USB. It's using micro USB, so it's just using the same thing that all the Android phones are using. So nothing really crazy. We can open these guys up, and they have these cords also have HTC branding. Let's jump into the review and the design overview of the HTC 8X. So let's start off this review with a design overview of the HTC 8X. So the first thing you'll see is this 1280 by 720p display running Windows Phone 8 on it. It's not as good as the Lumias with the black dominated Windows Phone 8, but it's actually pretty darn good with the colors and the saturation. There are these little buttons at the bottom. They're touch enabled, and they actually vibrate when you touch them. And then there's also a search button which can bring you to Bing. Yeah, so let's look here. So here's the speakers here at the top, and there's also an ultra-wide angled front-facing camera. So as we flip it over, the first thing you will see is the HTC logos and Beats logos. There's an 8 megapixel shooter with a flash on the back. Exclusive to the Verizon model, the HTC 8X actually has an inductive charging ring in here, so you can actually drop it on one of those Nokia charging plates. There's also the Beats speakers here on the back too. Yeah, you can see it right there. As we flip it to the side, we're going to be able to see, there's nothing on this side, but on the other, actually, yeah. Is there anything on this side? No. On the other side here, we do have the volume rocker. We have the camera button at the bottom, right here. And they're also kind of flush with the surface. And there's the SIM removal slot. You have your off button and your headphone jack, which is Beats amplified. That's basically it for the design of the HTC 8X. It's running Windows Phone 8, which I'm a big fan of. Click on a tile like for one of my friends here. I can be able to see all of his, I can write to his wall or send him an email right from here. So yeah, that's what Windows Phone 8 looks like. So let's jump into the review and my thoughts about the HTC 8X and Windows Phone 8. So here's a quick demo of NFC running on the HTC 8X. I have a NFC-enabled Android tablet. I have the Nexus 7 here. I'm just going to do tap to send right here, and then I'm just going to hold them together, and it should go. It does take a second, and it's going right now. And now it did the switch, and now it's running the same web page that the 8X is running. That's pretty cool, especially because they're running two different OSs. So overall, I really like this phone. It's a really awesome phone. And I think that the 8X's design and the exclusive wireless charging to the Verizon model really makes it a great competitor to the 822 on Verizon, and maybe even the 820 or the 920. The design of this phone is much less bulky compared to the 920 and the 820. And the camera on here, I honestly think, is very fantastic. If you're not looking at just Windows Phone, even though Windows Phone is a pretty unique operating system and it has its issues, but it's still really unique and it's pretty functional. If you're not looking at different operating systems, maybe a competitor to this phone that I would recommend looking at is maybe the LG Nexus 4 if you are an Android person. I have a video about all of these phones, including all the Windows phones and the top Android phones right now on my channel. Besides that, if you're looking for a great phone on Verizon that's extremely functional and does calling, texting, and social networking very well, I'd highly recommend the 8X.